There isn't a ton left to be figured out when it comes to the playoff races in the NFL, but one spot that will be up for grabs in week 18 is the AFC North as the Ravens head to Pittsburgh with a division title on the line. I'm Rob Stats Guerrero from the Pro Football Insiders. Let's talk about it. Pittsburgh had every opportunity to handle their business, and they could not beat the Cleveland Browns, which sets up this showdown against the hated Baltimore Ravens. And there was a time in the NFL when this was the rivalry. Ben Roethlisberger, Joe Flacco, Troy Polamalu, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. It was must watch. I don't know that this game necessarily is going to be, but obviously there is still a ton on the line, and some marquee names may not be on the field. First, for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson dealing with a back injury. They say he's improving, but they won't really know his status until Wednesday of this week. If he can't go, it'll be Snoop Huntley. Now, look, there is no question Lamar Jackson is better than Snoop Huntley, but Lamar has had his struggles against the Steelers. In his career, Pittsburgh is the only team against which Lamar has thrown more interceptions than touchdown passes. Mike Tomlin has always done a pretty good job against Lamar Jackson, who clearly this year, whether it's through injury or some other reason, is just not quite himself, has not played up to the incredible standard which he has set for himself to this point in his career. On the other side of things, for the Steelers, TJ Watt is the big name that may not go. He practiced in a limited fashion last week, but couldn't get back on the field. This week, Mike Tomlin says he's more optimistic, but wouldn't guarantee TJ Watt makes his return. Tomlin also said he's willing to use Watt situationally if he can't get back on the field full time. Remember, he hasn't played since December 7th when he suffered a medical circumstance, which is what Mike Tomlin called it. He had to have surgery to fix a hole in his lung. Yeah, that's a real thing. So TJ Watt may not be able to go for the Steelers. We don't know. One name we do know that won't be on the field for Pittsburgh is DK Metcalf. He's serving the second of a 2-game suspension for an interaction, he had with a fan. That is massive. We saw the effect of not having DK Metcalf at the end of the Steelers-Browns game last week. Aaron Rodgers was flailing, throwing the ball up to Marquez Valdez-Scantling time after time. If DK Metcalf is there, he's getting at least one of those passes, if not all of them. And remember, DK torched the Ravens, 7 catches for almost 150 yards the last time these two teams played. So he was clearly going to be a big part of the game plan. Aaron Rodgers does not have that option at his disposal in this one, although Rodgers did say that he has full confidence in the Steelers to get the job done. He may be the only one. There's also one more interesting little twist in this game. It may be a loser leaves town match between Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh. The loser of this game may not be the head coach of their respective team next year. This will be the 40th matchup between the two coaches. There's been a lot of speculation in both cities that it might be time for a change. The winner of this game makes the playoffs. The loser goes home. It's kind of hard to imagine the winner then losing their job, but the loser missing the playoffs in the final game of the season. Both coaches have been there forever. Again, this is the 40th matchup between these two guys. You have to wonder if whoever loses this game may be looking for other employment in 2026. A lot on the line on Sunday in Pittsburgh. Ravens, Steelers, buckle up.